恭喜小 herO， 谁还记得？
谢谢，恭喜这次4比3，飞龙在天。
哎，算了，恭喜他夺冠吧。
一把，我靠！
打不过啊，他最后这手感染虫太凶了。最近半年 ，ZvP 56-3给自己点一个赞。
Cyril did it all, and he is a well-deserving champion.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our third broadcast of the day. Welcome to the Mass Coliseum 8 Playoffs Day number 4. I'm, of course, your ZvP. With me, I'm joined by these players, by my plushies, by the people in the chat as well. Welcome, one and all. We just wrapped up earlier with the OSC Season 12 Championship Day number 1, and we just also wrapped up with the podcast. Now we are here for some Masters Coliseum action. Here we go. As you can see before you, we have the brackets. We have two amazing best of fives ahead of us. We have a ZvP between herO and Reynor, and a PvZ between MaxPax and SCBoy. Mate. Literally the best PvZs in the world. herO, Reynor, MaxPax, SCBoy. You do not get better than these two Zergs and these two Protoss players, and they're facing off here and now in Masters Coliseum. Let's go. Let us go. The best of the best are facing off here before you, and we're going to be covering both of them here tonight, one after the other. I feel spoiled, Pappy. I feel, oh my god. You do not get better than this. We spoke about it during the podcast. Dark is not here, of course, but Dark, he is not competing in Mass Coliseum. The, of course, military service is looming on the horizon, and Dark has that to be more concerned with. But here we have the history between both herO and Reynor. In recent times, heavily in favor of herO. herO, he is Reynor's kryptonite, but for good reason. herO has the best PvZ in the world. I would say that, would stand by that he has the best PvZ. It was only last week that herO took down SCBoy. herO's been taking down Dark on a regular basis, and of course herO has a winning record against Reynor as well. herO is the favorite player. Can Reynor cause an upset? Can Reynor bring herO down? I want to believe he can. I want to believe we can get a back and forth series here. I want to believe it's not going to be 3-0. We can get a game 4, a game 5, an ace match. That is all I want out of this series. That's all I want, Pappy. That's all I want. Let's go. Let us go. Shout out to all those in the chat. Shout out to Aistan, Bekoeta, Thriving GG. Welcome one and all. Hope you've all been having a great day and continue to have a great day of StarCraft as well. Again, we have a very intense month here. 2-3 cuts a day, every single day. That's how we do here on the CranKy Ducklings, and that's how we will continue to do here for the rest of January. For at least the rest of January, most likely coming to February as well. There's a lot of content, there's a lot of casting, a lot of StarCraft, Let's go. Let us go. Oh. Un momento as I try to fix some things up here. But we are just getting our players ready, of course, getting their cameras ready, getting the vetoes sorted before jumping into our fresh best of 5. Whew, and I'm most excited about seeing the veto process, seeing the vetoes. What do we see? What do we not see? Especially in a longer series, in a longer format. I mean, it's going to be a little more up in the air here. Sorry, just updating the title on YouTube. All good. Title is updated. And here we go. And yeah, when it comes to these two players, I'm excited to see how Reynor has been preparing. Again, coming into this because of herO's record, because of his history between himself and Reynor, the pressure is on. The pressure is on Reynor, especially here during the off-season. We have seen less of Reynor. Reynor, he had, I would say, he underperformed in Home Story Cup. You know, Home Story Cup, Reynor, I'm sure he wanted to have a bit of a better showing here, especially in the group stage. For those that are curious, for those who do not remember, Home Story Cup was in the beginning of December, and Reynor did not make it out of the group stage. He did not make it to the playoffs. Now, at the time, Reynor, he was saying that he was feeling out of form. He was definitely not feeling at 100%. I do give him 100% the benefit of the doubt there. I do agree with him that we just weren't really seeing the Reynor that we used to seeing at Home Story Cup. Since then, it's been a month. It's been a month since Home Story Cup. We've had Reynor on that grind. He's been looking strong so far in Masters Coliseum, so I want to believe he can take it here to hero. I want to believe, Pappy. I want to believe. Beautiful. But it looks like we might have an extended break. What I'm referring to here is that usually we just jump right in, but I know that cameras are required for our players, so it's possible that, you know, they're putting on their pants, they're putting on their shirts, you know, they're making sure that the room isn't looking too disheveled and everything is looking prim and proper as we get into our first matchup. As I'm assuming we have our players. Oh. Here we go. Yeah. So we're going to be going in a very short break. When we come back, we will have herO and Reynor. Don't go anywhere. Oh.
웨이보 게이밍 소속 프로토스 히어로입니다. 새로운 패치에 대한 느낌은 일단 신선하고 재밌다고 느꼈고 지금은 적응은 완벽하게 된 것 같습니다. 그리고 그룹 단계에서 저를 평가해 보자면 어려운 조라고 생각했지만 그래도 좋은 성적으로 이렇게 조 1위로 올라갈 수 있어서 첫 출발이 좋았다 생각하고요.
He was asked about WTL.
요새 클랜과 레이너 선수의 프로토스 플레이하는 걸
He's being asked about Clem and Reynor's off race.
아무래도 그 선수들이 젊고 피지컬이 좋다 보니까 프로토스를 임할 때도
They look strong when playing
좋은
Protoss.
실력을 보여주는 것 같습니다.
That's all he said. Okay, that English interview.
Hello guys, Reynor here. Today I'm answering some questions for the Chinese community. First question is, how do I feel about the patch and if I have adapted? I would say the patch is okay. Not too much changed, I would say, in terms of the meta. Like obviously like some things changed, but it's like minor stuff, you know. I wish the patch was a bit more like fun, more things to do. But instead it's like pretty similar to the old patch. So yeah, I would say I've adapted. Not much to adapt to, no. Second question is, I have to evaluate my performance in group stage. I think I was okay. Like first place, not bad. I did not really had too many high expectations for myself. You know, I haven't been completely locked down on StarCraft 2 lately, so I wasn't sure if I was going to do well or not, but ended up being okay, so can't complain really. I would say 8 out of 10. You seem to have played a lot of League of Legends recently. Do you think there are areas where StarCraft and League of Legends can help each other improve skills? It's pretty funny. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of League of Legends. Yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of areas where similar things can happen and you can take different approaches. It's like a really tough question to answer in such a short period of time, but I would say yes, for sure. Everyone knows I've been like cooking up stuff on the Rift, you know. What do you think the difference between WTL and individual events? Well, WTL is a lot of fun since the team is involved, and I'm very proud to represent Basilisk. And when you play a team event, there's more emotions, there's more hype, there's more stuff, you know, going on. So it's always fun. But I'm also a fan of playing for myself, you know. I like winning. When it's on me, I like winning, and when I lose, I want it to be on me as well. But team events are also fun. And then just last question is just future prospects and talking about New Year. But yeah, I'm recording this video in 2025, so Happy New Year, everyone. Shout out to the Chinese community. I'm a big fan of the Chinese community. Ni hao, ni hao. And yeah, future, we don't know. It's been a bit rough lately. Everyone is a bit negative, and we're just waiting. We're in a bit of a limbo. Just hopefully we can get out of it soon and get some good news or something. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you guys. Hopefully. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And we're back. Shout out to both Reynor and herO for giving us that lovely interview. A lot of the questions are similar. herO initially was asked about WTL and how he likes it compared to individual leagues, or how he doesn't like it. He was also asked about Reynor and Clem's off race, and he was asked about, again, future prospects as well. Likewise, saw something similar to Reynor. I do appreciate that they did ask Reynor about League and about his thoughts. I mean, herO, he was also asked about the patch as well. And yeah, Reynor even himself admitting that, he's been playing a lot of League of Legends, playing less SC2, and he was himself a little bit surprised that he made it into the playoffs. Despite that, I still hold high hopes for his performance here. But as I mentioned before, herO is the heavy favorite. Even if Reynor wasn't playing League of Legends all the time, herO would be the favorite player here. But I'm still hoping for a banger of a series. I want to see these two face off. I want to see these two go toe-to-toe. I'm ready for some ZvP action here. The vetoes are done. We have Whispers of Gold and Ultra Love vetoed for herO. We have Neoviolet Square and King's Cove for Reynor. So Reynor, herO for Weibo Gaming. In the bottom left, we have the Italian Zerg player. It is Reynor for Basilisk. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. Best of luck in the chat as you have a couple of minutes here to get your Gamba underway. Best of luck. Best of luck. As for the time being, we're going to be settling in. The in-game overlay isn't there. You know what? If it's not there, bam, we'll make it there. Oh, yeah, it's come back. Never mind. There we go. We have our in-game cams. And to kick things off, we have our initial hatch gas pool. Again, as Reynor was saying himself, I mean, again, the meta hasn't really changed too much here in the new patch. There have been some differences when it comes to the openings, as, oh my god, it looks like saying it is 70% in favor of herO. I mean, I probably agree with that, but that's, Jesus. And again, the overall meta hasn't really changed too much. It's just like the intricacies here of the openers have definitely adjusted over time. Likewise, I would say that aggressive builds have fallen off, especially in ZvP, just because of the power of the NG overcharge, just allowing the Oracle to be even more effective defensively early on, really shutting down more Ling-based aggression and Ling-based all-ins. But for now, we should just be settling in. Settling into our ZvP. And from the side of herO, we have often seen standard openers, but more aggressive follow-ups here. He's more than willing to embrace 8-gate all-ins, rushing into Sky Toss as well. We saw that in his series against SCBoy, where herO, he's more than willing to embrace Sky Toss if need be and head into a longer game state, otherwise embrace the mid-game as well, as typically where herO thrives in the mid-game, if he can get there. If he can get there. For now, Stalker opening, interesting. With this, he will have less to harass across the map. Instead, going to be focusing on denying vision, denying scouting, and keeping this Overlord pinned in the back line. So, interesting start here from herO, as the Overlord is going to be zoned away. Likewise, behind this, we should most likely be seeing an Oracle opener to hunt down the Overlord as well, to give it high ground vision. And there's that Stargate on the way. So far, so good. Is going to be a Stargate opener. Into most likely Oracle. Again, we wouldn't see a Void Ray opener alongside a Stalker. That's they both play the same role. So you wouldn't see one and the other. You see one or the other instead. As the Stalker does move out across the map. Bold move out of herO. Playing with fire. Link speed is not done. So the Stalker can poke away at the army and poke away at the Queen. But very ambitious here if he's looking for any major damage. He may pick off a Ling. So far, good control of the Reynor. He does pull away. Does pull away in time. And there's that first Oracle in production for herO. Moving out across the map. herO's moving out. A Tumor goes down. Nice pick off out of herO. Takes out Tumor. The Queens are getting low. Getting very low here. Once the shields have been stripped from the Stalker, herO, he pulls away. Does pull back. And behind this is going to be getting to additional Oracle production. Again, should just be a triple Oracle opener into a third base. Standard play at a herO. Ooh, interesting. Going for the forward third. That I was not expecting. So a much more aggressive and assertive position here for herO. With this, he could even go for an early Twilight Council into early Blink into a 3-base all-in. This would make sense here on ley lines with taking that forward expansion. Meanwhile, Reynor going for a very early Roach Warren. That is a, what, 340 Roach Warren timing? Jesus. Very early here. Reynor, he is making workers. He cancels the Roach Warren. Oh my god. So basically, Reynor, he believed it was going to be a Twilight Council opener. When he saw the Oracle, when he saw the Stargate, he found out it wasn't, so he canceled the Roach Warren. So he's playing macro. Evo Chamber into +1 melee into Ling Hydra. So macro play here out of Reynor. A little bit of an inefficient start, but he's getting there nonetheless. Meanwhile, the first queen is going to be going down. Massive pickup. One queen falls. And Adepts, they get caught out here at the natural. As is that +1 melee on the way. Again, that's going to be for Ling Hydra for the eventual lair into Hydra production. Here behind this, settling in as well, going for his own Twilight Council into Forge into +1 and Blink. Standard play out of herO. If you remember, I was a little bit concerned that herO might go for a 3-base all-in, but based on the timing of the Twilight Council, this looks like standard play, not aggressive. So we are calming things down. Additional Adepts, they have arrived. 5 Adepts here for herO alongside his triple Oracle. Shading towards the natural, but there are plenty of Lings in position. Likewise, we do see a big counterattack at a Reynor, and herO, he's not ready. Uh-oh. herO, he is not ready back at home. Reynor going for the dive, going for the natural even as well. Adepts say shaded to the main. Lings are zoned away. Drone's going to be going down. Going for the Queen instead. Queen taking a lot of hits. Oracles are zoned away. Back across the map. 6 pro kills. Very nice damage here by Reynor. Oh, but at the same time, he's taking a lot of hits as well. It's sustaining a lot of losses. Oracles, they race back home. They will defend against the Lings. And these Adepts, there's still no answer. Reynor's being cleaned up. herO is not. As he comes back too soon. Drones, no, he comes back. 10 drone kills. And he's not done. Shade towards the main. herO trying to make his way out towards the third. There are plenty of Lings. It looks like Reynor, he's going to clean this up. Where's the shade? A little bit too late. Adepts are going to be shut down, and Reynor defends. As the dust settles, herO does have an economic lead, and Reynor, yep, he's going for the all-in. Reynor, he cannot macro out of this. He's too far behind. It's all or nothing. He's going for a Ling Queen drop a Lord all-in. Now, this will hit with +1. +1 melee is about to finish up. Same with Overlord speed. And if herO doesn't recognize what's going on, he's in trouble. Oh, he's wasting energy here to harass. And here he has no idea what's happening. Doesn't see the army coming his way. Lings, they reveal themselves. Making their way towards the natural. herO, he's still harassing across the map. He doesn't know. Reynor, he can pull this off. There's barely an army. He comes in for the surround. The Oracles are just now coming back, but they are late. Now they're forced to recall. And the Lings, they wreak havoc. They bust through the middle line. 16 probes going down. And herO's getting caught with his pants down. And here come the Queens. And again, herO didn't scout. herO, he did not scout. He did not see this. He had no idea the all-in was coming until it was too late. And Reynor, he has broken the expansion. The third base, it's gonna go down. The all-in, Papi pops off. Likewise, I believe a Ling drop into the main. You have more probes going down. herO, he had a strong start, but did not scout the all-in. And with that, Reynor is snowballing out of control. We do get a feedback here on the Queen. Another feedback as well, but I mean, that's barely any damage. Again, herO, he's caught off guard, was not ready for this. 42 probes going down. Reynor, he ignores the third, goes straight for the natural instead. Going straight for the production. The Archons, they are trading well, but herO, he's already lost too much. He's already lost 23 probes. He's on a 1-base economy. He's half of that copium. He's got 2 Archons. That's all he has. Stasis going up. Getting one of the Queens. And Reynor, he is going to be able to overwhelm. The Archons, they're barely standing. They have no shields. Cybercore going down as well. No more reinforcements. Lings, they divert over towards the third. Roach is still rallying in. And honestly, there's just nothing left. There's nothing left here for herO. Sure, he has 3 Archons, but that's not enough. Nowhere near. As Reynor is breaking through. Here, he's microing his heart out, Baffy. He's doing what he can with the Archons. There's only so much he can do. GG gets called, and Reynor takes the lead in the series. Whew. GG. GG. Well played. A solid start here for Reynor. Again, herO, he did have a good showing in that game. He was able to pull Reynor apart and cripple the economy. And he forced the all-in. He forced the all-in at Reynor, as we saw Mr. Yi. So we head over to our next game. And in the bottom left-hand corner, we have herO for Weibo Gaming. In the top right, we have Reynor for Basilisk. Predictions? What are you talking? You predicted. Yeah. it says right there, Slojo. You predicted Reynor. What are you talking about? Did you forget that you did place your bets already? What? Yeah? Oh no. The dimension. Wait, we're all getting old, Pappy. Oh no. Oh no. It's okay, Pappy. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Hi. As we're settling into game number 2. So far, we do have pool first. Interesting. Pool first opener out of Reynor. Already more aggressive. We have 6 Lings on the way, and the goal here is to get across the map and to wreak havoc, to get a probe kill if at all possible, get a couple of workers, disrupt the opener of herO. This is not an all-in, but this is an aggressive start, as that is 8 Lings in production. Let's go. So we have our pool first. herO for the time being is in the dark. He does not probe scouts. Without a probe scout, herO, he doesn't know what's going on. Mate, can Reynor cheese the hell out of herO in a best of 5? It's possible. I mean, herO, he has experience with this playing so much against Dark, but he might not be too expectant of this from Reynor. As Lings, they're moving out. I believe 10 in total. As they get across the map. Do you see the Zealot being researched? Immediately going to be Chrono. The pylon is under fire, and we have to pull the boys. If this pylon goes down, that's game. That is going to be game. Likewise, herO cannot afford to lose too many probes here. Dancing with the Lings, buying time. Oh, nice around. Oh, that should not have happened. Lings, they get shut down. 1 probe falls, and herO holds. Yeah, you can see the reaction there from Reynor. Not ideal. Did force some lost mining time, but that was still a rough loss for Reynor, considering how committed that was. As Reynor, he is going to slip into the main, hoping for maybe another probe. Oh, he wants it! Up! He gets it! Ooh, gets a second probe. Whew, suddenly more worth it for Reynor. Very nice pick-off. Gets a second worker, and with that, as it all settles, as he should not get a third probe. That should not occur here. As herO has to be careful. There we go, Ling gets cleaned up. As it all settles, Reynor takes a slight worker advantage, and we can settle in. Calm things down and settle in. As you can see, the trades here, 10 Lings for 2 probes. Not ideal for Reynor, but, you know, damage was done. As we have a Stargate opener out of herO. Going for a Stargate into Oracle into third base. We don't expect herO to deviate too much in the early game. But the first Zealot has arrived, and he wants a Queen. Can he get it? Nah, not quite. Good response by Reynor. He saves the Queen. Adepts thread in the shade. And Reynor, he keeps up. Does keep up. Here, once again. I mean, 2 Adepts can one-shot drones, but he doesn't quite commit. Reynor just now going for a third. A late third base for Reynor. But again, the opener was just an awkward start anyway. It's been a more tense early game. As hero's moving out. Reynor trying to keep up. Zoning back the army. Can herO force a cancel? I mean, the base is getting low. Up. Oh, it's close. Oh my god, it's so close. But the last 2 Adepts is not enough DPS. The base will survive. Just barely the base will survive, as it is out healing the damage output of 2 Adepts. It's going to be quite low, though, and the Oracle comes in. No shot. Can he snipe it? Can he snipe the base? He commits! He commits, Papi! The Oracle goes ham, but it does not get it! Oh my god, you can see Reynor smiling. He's like, man, you're trying to clown on me, Papi. Oh my god. The Oracle almost falls, and here he does not snipe the expansion. Big win for Reynor. As Reynor, he killed 2 adepts, and he dealt so much hull damage to that Oracle. Whew. Oh my god. Hi, hi, hi. The Overlord is going to be hunted down. Reynor holds, getting to +1 melee. Here going for a Twilight Council follow-up. This looks like... it is a really early Twilight Council. This looks like either Glaive Adepts or AK Blink Stalker. What's going to be Glaives or Blink? As again, this third base is very late for herO. Twilight Council is done. What do you have for us? What's it going to be? It's going to be one or the other. You're just waiting for his gas. There it is, Glaives. Okay, it's going to be Glaives. A very committed follow-up here by herO. He needs to get damage done. Behind this, Reynor, he's droning. He's saturating. herO, how many gates is he on? 4. Okay, 4 gate Glaives. He's banking them up. But again, this is very committed. This has to get damage done. I don't really see this killing the expansion, but it's possible. Reynor is getting the safety Bailey Nest. Ooh, Oracle goes down. Mate, Reynor, he's popping up. Kills the Oracle. herO, he's running out of steam. Again, just a really aggressive style here to herO in the follow-up, but so far it has not been worth it. If he forced a cancel, then sure, but he didn't. Did not force a cancel, did misjudge. That is a lot of adepts. And Reynor, he has yet more Fin Banelings. Ooh, Overlord speed on the way. Looks like an all-in. Uh-oh. Yeah, Banelings are morphing in. So Reynor, he's going for an all-in at this point. This should be for Drop Lords. This should be for Lingbane Queen. We'll see what he can get done. Stasis across the map. Adepts, they have revealed themselves, but 5 Banelings are morphing in just in time. herO, he commits. Reynor did not see this. Lings, they try to engage. Nice service area. Reduced service area here on the Adepts. They hold their own. Lings, they melt. And where are the Banelings? Where are the Banelings? As he shades into the main. Banelings, they're across the map. They will connect. Probes are going down. But that means that they don't defend. And here he's snowballing out of control. He shuts down the Lings. The Lings, they do nothing. I thought they were at home. Oh, no. herO does lose 11 workers, that is true, but the trades, the efficiency of these Adepts is insane. They take down so many Lings. They make their way into the mineral line. They get a kill in the Eva chamber. And the Adepts are not done. So they do get the hell out of here. More Lings have amassed. Reynor, he holds, he defends. Well, these were much better trades here for herO. Much better. And he's not done. He's going to be reinforcing. If Reynor hadn't killed 11 workers, I think this would be game here and now, as herO's coming in. But Reynor, he has potential. He can try to hold on. But he's going for a Drop Lord. Takes down an Oracle. Very nice pickup. One Oracle goes down, but Reynor, he's up against the wall. Trying to drop in the main army. Banelings walling in as well. Nice splits here out of herO. Ooh, but big connections on the right-hand side. Adepts, they shade into the natural. That means Immortal's exposed. Immortal does pull away. Adepts, they wreak havoc. They get 7 drone kills, 8 drone kills. Yeah, the Queen's going to be shut down. They do get the prison, but the Warp Intel's complete. And herO, he should have too much. He should just pull Reynor apart here. He's being pulled apart. There are some Banelings. Oh! Does he commit? He does not. Whew, doesn't commit to the shade. herO, he survives. Lings, they try to engage. Adepts trying to shade back. Decent spread. Banelings, they crash in, but that's still 20 drone kills. And Adepts are still wreaking havoc here at the third base. Drones rallying in a little bit too soon. Lings, they try to engage. And Reynor, he will defend. He will survive. Does survive, does hold. herO, he recalls back home. But I don't think herO's really in any danger here. These units are. As Lings, they come in first round, going for the Immortal. Where's the Warp Prism? Immortal gets surrounded. Massive pickup. Prism is a couple of seconds too late. Nice pickups here by Reynor. Nice done, but he is behind in the economy. is down in workers. herO, he just does not stop. He sends it back. He keeps sending it. GG gets called as Reynor is broken, and herO ties up the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. Again, I'll be honest, I was a little bit shocked. I was, the entire time, I was like, where are the Bailings? I swear he morphed in 5 of them. He morphed them in across the map. As a result, he fell apart. He fell apart to the Adept harass. He did not have the Bailings to defend. Adepts, they just shut down the Lings. They shut down the economy. Still was a back and forth, and we saw that Reynor had a stronger start because of the lost Oracle, because of the failed aggression out of herO, but then herO brought it back. And they just keep taking it off. As in the top left hand corner, we have herO for Weibo Gaming. And in the bottom right, we have Reynor for Basilisk. We go. As a reminder, Reynor, he did start things off with a pool first in the previous game. This time going for a 15 hatch. Likewise, herO going for a scout across the map. This time he will confirm whether or not there is an early spawning pool. So nice adaptation here by herO. Reynor clearly getting into his head. Walk into a waving contest. Oh no. Oh no. Not like this. As we get eyes on each other, and we should have some more standard openers here between our players. I know that we've been very aggressive so far, but again, especially on Abyssal Reef, this is where it's all about the mid game. We'll see though. We'll see. Not saying that all ins can't work on Abyssal, but the map works against you. You have to fight against the map itself to make that happen. As herO is going to be expanding back at home. He is taking his natural. Likewise, Reynor settling in. From here, we should just be seeing a Stargate opener into a third base, into +1 and a Twilight Council. I could see herO going for like an H-Gate 3-base all-in on this map just to catch Reynor off guard. That is possible, so we'll keep an eye on the Forge timing for herO. Otherwise, I can see Reynor cutting corners, going into +1 melee again like he did in Game 1, going +1 melee, skipping the Roach Warren, and going Ling Hydra into a faster lair. So we'll keep an eye on the lair timing and keep an eye on the Evo Chamber timing from Reynor. That's kind of what we're paying attention to as we get in towards a longer game state. There's a Stargate, as to be expected, into Oracle. If herO goes for a Void Ray opener, that is something to take note of. So we'll definitely point that out if that does occur. As herO, he pulls away. Saves the probe. Mate, Reynor's room is so blue. It's such a streamer room. Jesus. Every time. I wish we got a close-up on the photos in the backgrounds. It looks like maybe Reynor and Cyril in the back left, maybe. Maybe his brother? I don't really know. Not so familiar. I know that he's got his championship photo with his trophy on the right. Not too sure about the left. It looks like the Basilisk boys. Looks like it. For now, though. For now, we do have herO getting ready for his third. Again, producing his oracles. Reynor back at home, getting his own third base as well. Just running up. Nothing crazy. It's moving forward. And again, we're keeping our eye open for the tech of choice from the side of herO. Hunts down the Overlord. We can see Reynor threatening a run by herO at the third base, but the Oracle's being kept back at home. herO playing it safe himself. Lings, they collapse on the Stalker, but the Oracles are here. Meanwhile, Reynor going for an early lair. That's a 4-minute lair timing. Oh my god. That I was not expecting. Okay. Now, with a fast lair, this could be a Link Queen Nidus all-in. This could be a Link Queen Dropload all-in. This could be to rush into early gases, into early tech, but I don't see early tech. I see more Lings. Oh boy. Here we go. as Reynor's going all in. I mentioned before that I did expect a mid-game here in game number 3 on Abyssal Reef, but that's not really happening here, not yet. We have one drone, just one drone on the way. Mortlings, he commits. Now, if this was a drop lord all in, we should be seeing Overlord speed, but there is no Overlord speed, so I'm leaning towards Nidus play instead. As I believe Reynor should have enough for a Nidus Worm. Lair is done. Show us what you got. Show us a Link Queen Nidus all in. As Queen's drop, yeah, there it is. There's a Nidus Worm. Let's go. Man, I've seen enough Dark games. I know. We've watched enough of Dark. Likewise, Oracle into the main. Sees lack of gas. Does see the Queens. Doesn't see much else. Stays trap into the mineral line. Oh, Reynor does react in time. But he needs to check the natural, and he doesn't. Yeah, here he doesn't know that the all-in is coming. Lings, they bust into the natural. Oracle's at the race back home, and I'm getting some deja vu here. This is looking similar to game 1. Where Reynor just goes for the all-in, and here he doesn't notice. Doesn't notice what's going on. Here he's out of position, he's in the main. Lings, they hit the third. Oracles, they are somewhat in position. They're here to defend. Where's the Nidus? Where is the Nidus? As there it is. Okay, Nidus Storm towards the left-hand side, towards the third. Nidus Storm has begun, but this is a late Nidus here from Reynor. And is it going to finish in time? Is it going to finish up? Has Hero realized what's going on? Nidus does complete. Queens have arrived. And can Reynor break that third? Stasis on the way. Lings, they try to engage. Stasis does complete. Does zone the Lings away. Buying time. Nidus into the main. Hero, does he notice? We're just engaging with the army. Better trades for Hero. He's trading more efficiently, but the Nidus will complete. It will finish up. Hero for now holding on. Queens, they back up. They do retreat. Oracle's going to be shut down. Nice pickup. Oracle does fall. And here he's out of the Oracle. Oh no! Oh god, the Oracles once again take a lot of hits. They take a lot of damage. The Oracle's within range. Oh my god, massive stasis. Stasis goes off. A second Oracle goes down. There's one Oracle left. Nidus is cleaned up, and Hero is being pulled apart. Reynor, he's so close to breaking Hero. Is so close. You can see here he doesn't want to rotate everything over, but he has to. Here he's holding. He's pushing Reynor back. Blinks on forward. Another stasis trap as well. Stasis is denied, but did tank some shots. And the Queens are going down. Yeah, here he holds. GG gets called. And Hero takes a 2-1 lead in the series. Whew. GG. Oh, it's time to smooge. We're smooching. Let's go. Hold on. Where are we in the chat? Where are we? The hoodie is up. Hold on, that's not the right emote. Where's the Duckling one? There we go. The hoodie is up, Bappy. The hoodie is up. It's time to smooge. The power has been unlocked. Reynor, we've seen his final form. He has reached his final form. We'll see if Reynor can bounce back and force the ace match. Let's go. Let us go. Now, something that caught me off guard is that Reynor all-in, which means we might see an all-in every game. Like I wasn't really, like, as I mentioned before, Abyssal Reef, I expect mid-game play, but Reynor, he just sent it. Coming into Amygdala, I also expect mid-game play as well, but I mean, it's possible that the League of Legends is affecting Reynor more than he thought, and we might just what's the phrase? Just send it down mid? We might just it's possible. Might just do it again. Here we go. Or once the hoodie is up, maybe macro. Is that what it means? You know, is it the macro hoodie? Do we go into the mid game? Do we get it? Do we get the third base saturated? Do we get a fourth base as well? We're here to find out. Run it down there, Acre. Oh god. And sporting in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Korean Protoss player for Weibo Gaming. It is herO. And in the top right-hand corner, we have the League of Legends player himself. It is Reynor for Basilisk. Here we go. Again, it's time to game. The Italian rap is blaring. The hood is up. The smurge is real. Let's go. Now, what have we not seen so far? Now, we did see a German taxi earlier in game 1. So we saw a Lin Queen German taxi all in, a drop load all in. Here in the last game, we saw a Lin Queen Nidus all in. In game 2, we saw a herO catching Reynor off guard with Glaive Adepts, as Reynor was going for a Bane bust, if you recall. What haven't we seen? We haven't seen any Roach base all-ins or any Roach base play whatsoever. That is also on the table here for Reynor. But for now, let's calm things down and settle into Amygdala. Now, what I mentioned before, Amygdala is known for longer and later games. Amygdala, it is a large map in the map pool. It is a little bit more awkward to rotate between the north and southern bases here, so we do often see longer games. Despite that, I mean, I've said those sentiments for Abyssal Reef as well, how the map is working against you because of the rush distance by ground. It takes a long time to reinforce across the map, and I'm sure the map didn't help Reynor when it comes to his all-in. So I want to lean away from that here in Amygdala. I don't want to see an all-in again, but it comes down to Reynor. It comes down to how Reynor's feeling coming into this. What are we going to see? What are we going to embrace? The problem as well, you can't run it down mid here on Amygdala because of the rocks. True. The rocks are in the way. We got to knock them down first. Hatch. Oh, no. Hatch block would have been very dark. Would have been very dark. Very Shin as well. No hatch block, though. No hatch block here by Reynor. Or proxy hatch, even. But now there's going to be a Stargate opener by herO. He's opening up Stargate into Oracle. And we'll see if he goes into the Void Ray or into Oracle as well, into a third base. Likewise, if you recall, Reynor also went for a 4-minute lair. That was the big sign. That was the big tell, was the lair timing from Reynor. So that's another thing we're going to be keeping an eye out for coming into Amygdala. Is that lair timing? For now, do you have our Adept? Shading in. Oracle opener here out of herO, not a Void Ray. Oracle's on the way. Into a third base. Into macro. I mean, I'm sure, like, this entire time, herO, he's been wanting to play, like, macro. Outside of course, Frostline, don't get me wrong. Outside of that, he just wants a third, he wants a fourth, he wants saturation. Wants to play some StarCraft. See how Reynor does adjust his approach. Second Oracle's on the way. First one threatening a dive as well. Keeping Reynor busy. Reynor, he is amassing a wave of Lings. We have 8 more Lings on the way. Reynor being forced back. Is being forced back. Still droning. herO is getting his third. We're keeping an eye out for the tech timing here for herO. We've reached the 4-minute mark. This time there is no lair. Calming down. Lings, they get across the map. They test the waters. They check the natural. herO's on hold position. Stays strapped into the natural base. Reynor, he does respond. Does pull away. So far, Reynor, he's keeping up. Stays into the main. Reynor, he does respond as well. He pulls back. And we have a standard follow-up out of herO. Forge and Twilight Council +1 and Blink after the third base. So everything is looking standard from herO. Reynor, he does get a safety Roach Warren. This is a just under... Oh, as the Oracle goes down, that should not have happened. Yeah, a bit of miscontrol by herO. Does hold position in the wrong location. Likewise, safety Roach Warren here just under 5 minutes. Eva Chambers on the way. This could be +1 range. This could be +1 range out of Reynor, not melee. We'll keep an eye on him, but sniping that first Oracle is a big win for Reynor. 5 Adepts have arrived. There's less support. +1 and Blink on the way. 5-minute lair timing out of Reynor. Much more standard. And show us that upgrade. As Adepts say, thread in the shade. So far, Reynor is keeping up. 24 more Lings on the way. Investing very heavily here into Ling aggression. Once again. Uh-oh. There's a range upgrade, as we mentioned. Lings, they hit the third. Stalkers are exposed. They're going to get surrounded. Probe's going to be going down as well. Oracles, they race back home. Yeah, herO out of position. That's a lot of damage. 7 probe kills. 7 workers going down. At the same time, it they do shade into the middle line, but Lings, they hit us around. Here he's out of position. He's getting surrounded. Better trades here for Reynor. 11 probe kills. Ay, ay, ay. And Reynor, he's skyrocketing ahead. Now, because of this damage, we might see herO go for an all-in instead. Like, herO, he's taking a lot of hits. Oh, not an all-in. herO, he's taking a lot of damage. Fleet Beacon, Stargate, Sky Toss. Here he's rushing into Sky Toss. He's being hyper defensive instead. Can he get away with it? It's difficult to pull this off. It is not easy. If Reynor is passive, then hero's going to be okay, but Reynor, he's not a passive player. He's going into Ling Hydra. He is committing to Ling Hydra, and it's going to be on Reynor to figure out what's going on. +1 air attack is on the way. If Reynor sees the wall at the natural, he will confirm. Now moving out. Again, only 2 oracles to defend. Lings, they rotate towards the natural. Do they scout? Do they check? Not quite. They do not see the cyber core. Oh! As he surrounds the stalkers. I believe he didn't quite get within range. Not yet. Does see saturation at the 3rd. Gets eyes on the gases. He knows that it's not a 3-base all-in. And he throws down Infestation Bin. He's taking into lurkers. Upon confirming the fact that herO he's not, or that he is teching, I'm sure he's assuming either Colossus Tech or High Templar. He's getting ready with lurkers. So it's going to be Hydra Lurker Viper here out of Reynor with Hive Tech. And here he's still trying to rush into Skytoss. Yet to pull it off. Lings, they try to scout. They do a den too. Likewise, Lings do rotate over towards the 3rd. Trying to dive in. They get us around on the cannon. Stalkers are somewhat in position. Somewhat. Hiding back here against the Lings, but Reynor, he does have enough to break through. He's getting to the middle line. And before herO can embrace Skytoss, he may just lose the 3rd. As he mentioned, he was relying here on Reynor being more passive. The carriers that have been revealed, there's only 2. And the Hydras, they can hold their own. They can shut down the interceptors. Lings, they flood into the mineral line, and hero's being broken. herO, he's being broken. He took too many losses early on. Remember, it was 11 probe kills at the start of the game. And with that, Reynor, he has done it. He has broken the 3rd. And herO, he forces back the army, but herO, he is crippled when it comes to his economy. He barely has anything behind this. He's on 54 probes. He's on under 3-base saturation. As Reynor, he does start to step in. Takes out more probes in the mineral line. He is running out of Hydras, and herO, he is going to barely hold on here. But what's he going to hold on to, right? What's he holding on to? He doesn't really have an economy left. Down to less than 50 probes. Ay, ay, ay. And Reynor, he just keeps rallying. He just keeps rallying in. He wants the base. He wants the 3rd. Does want the 3rd. And he's going to get it. herO going to try to hold on. But again, he barely has an army. It's not really enough. And mate, we're looking to force the ace match. It's been a fast series, is what I will say. Even this game, like, before herO could really get saturated, he gets shut down. Reynor has arrived. GG gets called, and Reynor ties up the series. We are going to the ace match. GG. GG, well played. The game-winning move for Reynor was the Ling run by earlier. If you remember, Lings, they hit the 3rd base. This was after the first Oracle was killed, and because one Oracle went down, that means I guess I have to say that I guess I'm not expecting standard play, because this has not been a standard series. We have of him. I mean, there's a reason why there's like a lot of memes about Reynor being washed, and I don't think they're based in any truth. It's just clowns on Reddit. Meanwhile, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have Reynor. Bottom right, we have herO. It's just, unfortunately, it's just recency bias. I think it's very common. We see it all the time in the chat, and it's always very frustrating whenever it happens. But very commonly, you have people, they only really think of the most recent match, and that's how they portray a player. Like, recently, someone was like, do you think Seryl's worst matchup is ZvP now because, like, he's been losing against Terrans? And I'm like, think about what you just said. If you look at his record, who is Cyril losing to in ZvT? It's really only Clem. That's it. And you're like, it's his worst matchup? Like, what? What are you talking about? It's like, oh no, yeah, but he lost to Clem recently. He's like, yeah. I mean, Clem's a world champion. Like, what are you like? What are you talking about? Or like if Reynor does, if he, for example, Reynor, he got knocked out of the group stage in Home Story Cup. Like, oh, I guess Reynor's playing badly. It's like, I mean, did you not see his year? Like, what do you mean? Like Reynor, he had a really strong year. Reynor, you could argue that Reynor, he has the best record against Clem, better than Cyril, for example, when it comes to ZvT. Like Reynor, he had an amazing year when it comes to his matches, at least against Clem, in Zerg versus Terran. Even at DreamHack Dallas, right? But like, I don't know, a lot of people, they like think on certain matches. I think another example is MaxPact, right? MaxPact has been dropping a lot of matches against herO and against Shin, and people are like, oh, MaxPact, he's struggling this patch. It's like, what do you mean? Like, he's still winning like a bunch of tournaments. What? Like, everyone loses, mate. So like, yeah, it happens. A lot of, like, often people, they see like one result, and then they like change everything to make that result make sense in their mind. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, this player must be bad now. Cope, yeah, cope. The cope is real. If you're only using the Clem, then that's a really good record. Exactly, right? 100%. It's like, is this player washed? He's been losing to Clem. It's like, mate, it's Clem. What are you talking about? Anyway, we're settling in. Rant over. For now, we do have our Hatchcats pool. Standard opener here out of Reynor going for his third base. Likewise, we do have a herO going for his own gate expand into Cybercore, into Stargate. Ooh, as we are settling in, again, no crazy builds so far, no crazy tech paths, everything looking as it should. But the series has been very aggressive. Throughout here, the series has been very aggressive. We have not embraced a proper, like, 3 base versus 3 base. We have not been able to get into a 4th base either. Hasn't really occurred. Really just aggressive game after game after game. Does it all end here? Do we finally embrace some more back and forth here in El Dorado? Or does one player all in? As Lings, they do hit the third. Getting on top of the third base. Forcing back herO. No major damage. Again, opening up triple Oracle into a third. Into, I would imagine, Forge and +1. Into +1 and Blink. I would imagine just standard opener here by herO. Meanwhile, early Eva Chamber at a Reynor. Yo, this bodes well. What does an early Eva Chamber mean? Say it together. +1 melee. So it should be +1 melee at a Reynor. This should be leading into Ling into Hydra. Now, if you remember, I will say Ling Hydra. There's that melee, as you did mention. This typically leads into Ling Hydra, but the last time we saw this was game 1 when Reynor went for a Ling Queen Drop Lord all-in and a German Taxi. So technically, Reynor can turn this into another all-in, but I'm hoping for a macro game. I'm hoping for, you know, Lings into a lair into Hydra Tech. That's what I'm hoping for. As Lings, they do flood in. Oh, the wall's not a wall. The wall is wide open. Depth gets surrounded. Depth goes down. Nice pickup. More Lings are on the way. But Reynor, he's taking, he's droning, and he throws down a safety Roach Warren. So Reynor, he is not going all in. Let's go. He's not going all in. Goes for a 520 lair timing. Droning up. I believe this Roach Warren is just for safety, but he may commit into Roach production. We'll keep an eye on whether or not he invests into range after +1 melee. Meanwhile, here he, overreaction, did go up to 4 Oracles. I believe this is because he's been dying to Ling Floods. And he will force a cancel. Does deny the 4th. 5, my god, what happened? 5 Oracles. I mean, if Reynor was once again aggressive with Lings, he'd be in trouble, but this is a big commitment here by herO. What can he get done? He can threaten Queens. Queens can be threatened. Diving into the main. Rotating over towards the natural, into the third. Lings are across the map. Oracles are not at home to defend. He wants the queens. Oh. He wants them. He gets one. One queen goes down. Nice pickup. Oracles, they back off. They take a lot of hits. But they do survive. They do survive. Meanwhile, once again, the wall is open. Oh my. herO. herO. He's pulling a herO. The wall is wide open. Forced to recall back home. The Lings, they slip in, but they don't get much done. They don't get a lot of damage here. So far, good crisis management here out of herO. He defends well. And he shuts this down. And this was a big investment of Lings. Lings are going to be falling. Basically, after this series here, he's like, look, I've had enough of your Ling floods, okay? I'm making more Oracles. It's happening. Never again. Meanwhile, it is going to be a Spire transition after the lair. I assumed it was going to be for a Hydrogen, but no, it's going to be Spire Tech instead. And I am concerned for Reynor. I'm concerned because there are so many Oracles, so the chances of herO scouting are quite high, assuming he dives in. So will herO scout, as the Spire, I believe, is hidden in the natural. Yeah, it is behind the natural mineral line. Will herO go that far in? +2 melee here, so it looks with +2 melee on the way. This tells us that Reynor, he's going mass muta. He's not just making mutas to harass. He's going and he's committing even harder into muta production. As the Spire is almost done. Spire is almost done. Catching out the Lings. I mean, good trades here for herO. And he is moving out. And if Reynor, if he's been banking for mutas, he may just die here and now. He needs Lings, he needs roaches. Remember, he has a safety roach ward. He's not making any roaches. Reynor, he's in a bit of trouble. The army's pushing in. Does move in, pushing towards that center expansion. More soldiers to reinforce. No Archons yet, but Archons would be ideal. I mean, after the storms, of course. We see Reynor going for a counterattack. Does move out. Here, he still has no idea what's going on. And thankfully, Reynor is making roaches. He's making a handful of roaches. Lings, they threaten a counterattack. herO kills the expansion. Roach speed just now beginning. Very late roach speed. herO, he races back home. Mutas are making their way towards the main, and herO again, he still has no idea. Cannons are being thrown down, and he does recognize something is wrong. And he's getting in position. Good read. Good read out of herO. He saw the lack of Hydras, lack of roaches. It has to be one thing. Mutas. And herO's ready. So very nice response. Did deduce what was going on. Ling's getting called out. Mutas, they rotate towards the natural. herO, he keeps up. Remember, he has Blink. Does keep up. So far, so good. herO, he's trading well. Reynor, he's maxed out. But again, not the most ideal army yet. As more Lings are falling. herO, he's moving out. He's pushing. He's committing. Still has plenty of storms. But the lack of Archons is concerning me. Storm of the Lings. Roaches, they dive in. Storm's going to be popping up. Here come the mutas. They almost go for the dive. Queen's getting caught out. Nice engagement here from herO. Remember, the supply does lie. Reynor, he might be maxed out, but herO, he has a more efficient army. As the upgrades are lackluster for the roaches, Queens, they're left alone. herO takes a much more efficient fight. He still has those storms. Couple of Stalkers are getting caught out. Prism gets sniped. Massive pickup. High Templar, they're still in the back line. Mutas, they dive on the High Templar. They force out the storms. Boys are being pulled. And we still have the one more storm. Stalkers, they are being forced back. But again, better trades for herO. And herO, he's done it. He breaks through the defensive line. The Queens go down. The mineral line, the Lings, the drones, and the mutas. And you can see Reynor is not liking the position here. Does shake his head on cams. I mean, he knows things are looking bleak. And this is the danger of rushing into muta, is that you are vulnerable to aggression. You're vulnerable to these pushes. Mutas are not designed to attack head on. They're designed to harass. Reynor is up against the wall. Nice kiting here from herO. He kites back. Stasis not quite going off. Not yet. And it goes off on the Lings. And the mutas are exposed. The mutas are exposed. herO, he can keep trading. He can reinforce. 7 more Stalkers behind this. And Reynor, he's down to 3 bases. His economy is crippled. His production is crippled. I mean, brought it all the way to the ace match here, but now he's, again, up against the wall. Now, there are no Archons, true. Mutas, they move out across the map. I do like this counterattack. Reynor trying to buy time, trying to force the recall. As he needs herO to back off. It's a natural. herO, instead of recalling, is going for the base trade. He commits, but there's an army. Oh, he blinks in. Rough trade for herO. Bleeding out Stalkers. Again, that was not the blink he was hoping for. Across the map, 21 probe kills. So again, really good call here from Reynor to just go for the counterattack. But herO, he wants to kill. He wants to end the game here and now. Breaks through the links. Mutas, they race back home. And even though the counterattack was good, can he survive the push? That's what matters here. Can he survive? Stalker's moving in. Mutas, they coming from behind. As herO, he does blink back, going for the Mutas. Ooh, does focus him down. Oh no, the Archons! The Archon intercepts. Once again, Reynor, he cannot fight this main army, so he has to counterattack, he has to harass. But it's still an uphill battle. Like, Reynor, he has no production. Like, he has limited lava, limited injects. He lost all his queens earlier. And GG gets called as he is broken, and herO will take the series 3-2. GG. GG, well played. A very back and forth series, not the series that I was expecting, I'll be honest. It was a very short series, a lot of all-ins, a lot of aggression from both sides. In the end, did go to the ace match, but as we saw, it is very risky going into Mutas like that. herO, really good reads, and even though he didn't scout the Spire, he recognized what was going on, he prepared back at home. And again, when you invest into Mutas like that, you're ideally harassing, you're not defending. You don't want to fight these main armies because you will lose. Like, things will not go well. Remember, because Reynor invested so hard into his Mutas, he had zero roaches. Didn't even have roach speed for the first fight either. Like, he was not really ready for these ground fights and these ground assaults. herO was just in his face, and herO snowballed out of control. GG. GG, well played. With that, herO does claim the series, but again, I would say a closer series than I would have expected coming into this. And with that, that is our first series wrapping up. After the break, we have MaxPax versus serO. Not just that, I believe we're going to be getting some interviews, just like what we just had. I believe there's going to be some interviews first, featuring MaxPax and serO, getting their opinions on the new patch, on WTL, and on the current state of play. Most likely asking them about Clem and Reynor off racing as well. So I'm sure it's going to be fun hearing from them. Look forward to it. Do look forward to it. We'll see you guys after the break with our next ZvP of serO and MaxPax. See you soon. See you soon.